Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be showing you how to use a Crystal Alien Map Maker, also known as CAM, so you can create your own levels inside of the LEGO Mars mission game Crystal Alien Conflict. So, I'm going to get started by going up here to the upper right hand corner. You have some basic map settings. When you open up the application, it defaults to being 10 by 10, which is the smallest a map can be. You can either use these arrows to scale it up, or just enter in values of your own. The highest size as of now is 60 by 60, but anything over 30 by 30 will start to experience performance issues, and just for reference, level 10 of the Alien and Astro stories are both 30 by 30 in size. So once you get your size, click Resize Map, and boom, there you go. So now you come over here to the left side, and we have all these options for tiles we can choose. Now you can experiment around with these, see which ones fit with which. And yeah, so I'm just gonna go, you can drag, you can click, whichever you prefer. I'm gonna go build like a little border around here. Find which tiles work for you. And drag these out here. And boom, there we go, a little border in the corner. Alright, so that's how that works. Say I accidentally place something over here. I just created a mess. You have your eraser, you can click on this up top, or you can hold down Control and click or drag to erase. Now you also have this rectangle brush. I have crystal selected right now, but you can drag out an area and it'll fill it with whatever you have selected. So for example, you can click on this arrow to bring down the drop down menu of your options here. Crystal field, island, etc, etc. Have all these options here to choose from. And yeah, so maybe I'm going to create a little lake over here. Drag it out. Pretty simple way of just creating things pretty quickly. And yeah, alright, so now we can go to our Edit Buildings tab, and yeah, you can pretty much find any building that's in the game and place it. So we'll place our Eagle Command base right over there, yeah? And now we can create a little alien base over here, maybe. Energy generator, breeding pit, and assault turret. Now, something you'll notice about these buildings is that when you go to place them, it's in reference to the top left corner, top left tile of that building. And you can go and click on pointer, and notice that it's also going to be the tile you're going to need to select that building. So you click on it to select it, now you can right click it, and you can access this Object Properties tab. Click on that, it tells you which team that this building will be on. You can change that, toggle it either way. Angle doesn't really apply to buildings, that's more of when we get into units and which way they'll be facing. And damage, currently it's set to 0, but to say if I were to set it to 0.9, that means it's going to have 90% of its health. So it's basically just like a percentage of how much health that building will have. I'm just gonna exit out of that. And yeah, you'll also notice you can hold down Control for the eraser as well. That you can only delete the building when you hover over this. Oh yeah, I have to go to brush. You have to delete it from that top left tile. That's the only thing that'll work. Also, another key thing to note is that you have to have units from both teams in the level for it to work, because as of now, the only objective for these levels is destroying the other team, so without the other team, how can you have a level? So now we'll go over to the Units tab, and same thing here, you have pretty much all the units that, yeah, all of them, all the units that you can find in the game. So maybe we'll go place some Viper attacks over here. You can place these freely, they aren't bound to a specific location on the tile, it's pretty nice. Here we'll get a claw tank. There we go. Same thing here, we can go to pointer, there's this little hexagon that pops up, and right click on that, Object Properties, set the team, and here's where the angle comes into play. So right now, the angle is set to 0.25, and that is the current facing of this Crystal Reaper. I said Crystal Reaper, I meant to say Claw Tank Ambush. But yeah, so if you change that angle, it's not going to change in this interface, but it'll make the change when you go to play the level. So yeah, so kind of works like you're going clockwise around a clock. So you start at 0. 0 is facing north. 0.25 is facing east. 0.5 is facing south, and 0.75 is facing left, up, right, down, left, up. You get the point. Now you also have damage, same thing. It's the percentage of health that they have. Damage set to 0 is just full health. And then you have AI mode / target, and here you can choose if you want it to default to seeking, roaming, or be still, or guard, which basically just indicates that it'll travel around the area. Now, as far as I know, if the units are on your team, they'll just start out still, no matter what. But this is more important for alien units. And then you also have this respawn option. So like, say we go to the object properties of this Viper Tech, we click respawn, and now when this Viper Tech dies, or I think when all of them die, it'll respawn from the breeding pit. So that's that. Now you can go to File. Here you can just open up a new map, and then you can right click it. Pretty self-explanatory. It gives you a bunch of options on what you can do. I'm just going to close this for now. You can open a new map from a template, and here you have all of the levels in the game to choose from. Say like Astra level 5 here, you can go in, you can like mess around with Astra level 5, and then you can save it as a separate file and play it as your own custom level. I'll close out of this for now. You can also open a map from your computer, go and select the file to open. You can save it, and then you can export it as a PNG image. And what that'll do is it'll basically give you an overview of your entire map, as if you could see the whole thing from bird's eye view. So like you could see in some levels where you have to scroll to see it all, you'll be able to see it all on one page essentially. And then edit, you notice you can delete selected object, you go to the selected object properties, and you can also go to the map properties. Here you can change the title of the map, give the map an author, choose which team you want to be on, choose your starting cache as well as the enemy's starting cache, and then you can check off if it is training. Not exactly sure what it does, but it's there if you want it. And then you can basically like choose which kind of level you want to be considered as. Again, I don't know if this actually does anything specific, but it's there if you'd like to play around with it. And then you can also change the access code. It defaults to custom. And yeah, so the access code is what code you're going to use to access the level, essentially. It's like the level code. Then you can also go to view. You can toggle the grid, toggle show grid, same as over here. Check this box, check this one, does the same thing. Removes the grid, allows you to basically see the level without the grid. You can turn off shadows. Looks kind of interesting, kind of weird. But yeah, turn them back on. Team indicators. We're in units right now, so it's going to show us the indicators for the units. Go to buildings and it'll do the same thing for the buildings. And then developer mode, which is for more advanced features like mods and stuff. I don't know a whole lot about that, so it's mainly for developers anyways, hence the name being developer mode. So I'm just gonna steer clear of that for now, but it's there if you want to play around with it. Help, you have a bunch of links to a bunch of pages where you can get help, and then you have this play level button. Now you can go to this drop down menu, play the levels default, play the level mod selector. Again, don't know a whole lot about mods, so I'm just going to be skipping over this for now. And you'll notice that this is automatically checked, the skip game menu option, which is basically going to send you right into the level when you play, or click on play level. I'm going to uncheck this so I can click play and it'll send me to this screen. And now once you're here, to get to your level, you can type in the access code. And ours was custom, so I'll type in custom, click enter, and boom, there we go. We have our level. Pretty cool, yeah? And yeah, so we can go and play our little level we made here. Make buildings, everything you'd be able to do in regular level. That Viper attack. See, he's gonna keep respawning. Gotta take out this breeding pit. And that is essentially how to use the Crystal Alien Map Maker. So, if you found this video helpful, make sure to give it a like and subscribe if you're not already and you want to see more content like this. And yeah, hope you enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching.